Welcome back, guys. We are 2 weeks out from show number 1. And in all honesty, in terms of like the process since we last filmed, it's all gone as planned.
Yeah.
Would you say so as well?
No, I'd agree.
Like there's nothing, I was even thinking about this on the way here. There's nothing that's come up in the prep which I thought we would have to do differently. It's all been pretty much straightforward. Progressed the training, haven't lost any strength across the board.
No, the right calls have been made at the right time, based around anything that does or doesn't crop up, whether that be fatigue, whether that be additional rest days, additional food. Everything's been picked up at exactly the right moment, played out in exactly the right fashion.
We've pushed and pulled a little bit with cardio. We did what, a 2 week bout on that?
Yeah, it was steps, and the steps came down. Then we went in with cardio, then cardio's come down, and we're back to steps. So yeah,
We've literally done it on a needs basis. So like the cardio was give the feet a break from steps. Also do a little bit of HIIT work for cardiovascular posing work. Like it's all been necessary base. So it's not been, so we've literally navigated the prep week to week, day by day. So yeah, you'll see the visuals at the end, guys. Like we're bang on the money now. So it's a case of like start feeding up from now. Like baseline food's gonna come up from like next week onwards, making a few drug alterations as we get towards those kind of final stages. But this is like our last proper week of like pushing the training.
Yeah.
So mindset in, that's literally, we spoke about this yesterday, didn't we? Like this final part of the process is purely all mindset. It's mental fortitude, just literally grit and bearing and getting what you need to done essentially. Yeah.
I've repeated what we said yesterday about that perfect mixing bowl of everything being that tediousness of all the almost negativity, everything that comes with, you're tired, you're hungry, your cardio output, your training, output's high, input's low, everything, like I say, it's a perfect mixing bowl.
Everything that could be working against you is
effectively
there.
This is exactly what this phase is, and it's just getting through that.
Just that mental pushback with everything. It's like work for it, but also feed that back in the right way. It's like whenever you feed back to me, you're never moaning. It's always, this is how it is. It's constructive. So yeah, we'll get stuck into push, do a little bit of posing at the end, and give you guys some updates as we go through. Let's go, mate. Oh, yes. Yes, come on now. Power. Good. Let's fucking go. Come on. Oh, yeah. See it through. Yep.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah. Woo. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Who says prep makes you weak?
Yes, clean. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Yep, that's you. Leave it there. Very nice.
Oh.
Lovely job. The one thing I do with a lot of athletes, guys, especially towards the back end of prep, is I'll actually lower rep ranges. So you'll see for Rob's second working set there, we only went for, again, a 6 to 7 rep set. And main reason for that is I always try and think about what training styles match the setup in relation to food. So if we think about like high rep range work, that's gonna marry up quite nicely to environments where there's gonna be quite a lot of carbs. Obviously in this situation where the food's coming down, we wanna preserve as much strength in the muscle, which again matches up with the fact that there's lower carbs. So we'll actually progress on lower rep ranges the closer and closer we get to shows. Let's go. Let's go, mate. 2 weeks. Come on. Good. Clean. Up. Yeah, let's go. Again.
Oh.
Now this one. Yep. Go. Yes. Oh. Admittedly, that was slower. For
More
sure.
control.
For sure. So a question I get from a lot of prep clients, guys, is should I change my training in peak week or leading up to a show? And I always, again, try and think about this or the way I try and explain it to clients is that there's two main things which are going to keep fullness in a prep. The first one's going to be your refeeds and making sure your food doesn't crash too low. And the second one's going to be progressive training. And when I say progressive training, it's obviously not the same progressive training that you apply in a surplus. It's obviously a very micro-based progression. But that progression and positive stimulus to the muscle is going to keep the fullness around. The times where I've seen the biggest drop-offs in fullness in a physique is when the training's regressed or somebody adopts that mindset for a diet of, I'm going to lift less because I feel tired today or I don't have the strength. Again, it's really dialing in that mindset and saying that, all right, I may not be able to take 2.5 or 5 kilos up, but I can take a rep up or I can make this set cleaner. That progressive element will bring such a different fullness to the physique than if you do lower the weights or do pump sessions as you get closer to the shows. Is there anything as a first timer that you didn't expect other than the obvious? Like where you're at right now, being 2 weeks out?
Truthfully, no.
It's kind of what you expected.
I think because I've been in this game for a lot longer than you would class as being generally a
first timer.
First time.
100%, yeah.
I knew it was coming. It still takes you as a surprise, I think. It still shocked me how much deeper you do have to dig.
Yeah.
Genuinely, and how much more mental strength you need than you think you do.
100%.
Like compared to where we were stood when we was filming and 14 weeks out. Things are flying, I was all like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and buzzing for it. Being here now is an entirely different level of graft, where even it's like, it will tear you down.
And don't you think as well, no one can prepare you for that feeling? No matter what I prepped you in terms of saying, right, it's going to be around like this, like until you felt it, it's something you cannot physically describe, isn't it?
Think
Would you agree?
That is exactly it. Complete agreement there is. You can only feel it and understand it by going through it.
Yeah.
And until you do, there's no real comprehension of it.
And I think to some degree your mindset, as much as there is hard days, you do strengthen your mindset as you go through it. Like every hard day, there's then an easy day off the back of that. It's like hard day, harder day, then easy day. It kind of goes in peaks and troughs, right? And you do get stronger as you go through.
Even hour by hour.
Yeah.
You can have a good hour and think, I feel good.
Yeah.
And then the next hour you suddenly go, nah, I'm done. It will take you like that. It's in and out, day by day, hour by hour. It really is
fluctuational.
There's almost no consistency.
Yeah.
There is, because the baseline consistency is you are on an all-time low. But even in those lows, you're still finding and still dealing with those little ups
and the little wins,
little downs.
100%.
Waiting for somebody to go, have an extra 20 grams worth of oats, whilst you're sitting there scraping the bowl, wanting to genuinely lick it because you can never consume enough.
Come on, mate, nice and strong. Oh. Yes, easy. Oh. Clean. Oh. Yes, now let's go, come on. Again. Yep. Yep. One. Yep. That's how you do it. Oh. Been really nice prepping you for this process. I don't feel like, even though we've got a really close relationship, you've ever tried to dictate decisions. You know, a lot of the times that I don't think you've ever said to me, oh, I'm super flat today. I know you've acknowledged you're flat at times, but you haven't tried to be like, I'm feeling flat this day, let's do this. And you haven't made me question decisions, which is really nice. But you know what I mean? As a prep coach, I experience that a lot with like people thinking, oh, I'm really flat today, I need this, I need that. And obviously I'm seeing what I'm seeing and people are relaying what they're relaying. And it's nice to have you be like, you make the calls, you make the decisions, I'll just feed back to you what you need.
I know that, and I think that's where you have to you have to be with it.
Yeah.
With being with a coach, you have to relinquish that
Control element.
control of the reins
Yeah.
and be, because as you say, you'll be seeing something that I won't be seeing.
Yeah.
Because I will look at myself in an entirely different way.
Yeah.
I will look at myself based on how I feel.
Yeah.
And regardless of how that actually looks, I can affect how the look is in my own brain
100%.
with just associating it with the way I feel.
Yeah. 100%.
So whereas you'll say, no, all right, that is the way you feel, granted, not taking that away, but this is where we need to be
now,
with
this
it.
is for that. Yeah, 100%.
So there's no point in having a coach and then trying to dictate what you do and don't do.
Yeah, and I think, again, it's such, like, it's so rare to have it in a client, because also you're somebody that's trained for a really long period of time, and I also know how long you've taken to build this tissue, and especially with bigger guys, the most common thing I see is they're scared they're going to lose size and lose tissue, and that's why, like, no, I need food today, I need this. So like, no, you need, not yet, we're nearly there, but you're not quite there yet. And I think that's one thing, like, credit to yourself, you've been so, like, I don't say switched up because that's the wrong word, you haven't been switched, you've acknowledged it, you just haven't actioned or felt like you needed to kind of voice certain things, which again shows a level of maturity with the process.
It's being constructive with it. The food somewhat become relatable to almost boredom. In between, you are just bored. Yeah. When you've done everything constructively, you've done steps, you've done cardio, work's done, whatever, gym's done. When you've got nothing else going on, the only thing you've got left to think about is food.
Yeah. And I think logically sometimes you're doing exactly that and saying, right, I've eaten my meal. Realistically, on a caloric basis, you're still on a decent amount of food. So in terms of like actual, am I like nourished?
Nourished,
the answer is yes.
Yes.
But relative to the body fat, your body's screaming. It's like, I shouldn't be here, so I need to signal to the brain that I need more food, even though you physically don't. So it's just kind of detaching that between the two. Yeah, let's go. Now we work. Keep it on the chest. Good. Come on now. Get it through, get it through, get it through. Nice. Good job.
Yeah, you see, and then there's the hour by hour dip. I suddenly feel really empty.
But you've done the work.
Obviously, that's fine. You've done that top set.
Yeah.
But even when I'm talking about, had that mass boost of energy there.
Yep.
And then it's, legs just suddenly feel really heavy. Everything suddenly just set in. You're like, whoa.
I think as well, to some degree, like I know I did anyway. I built in my mind towards these training sessions. So like it was kind of like the peak of the day. It was like, I'm meeting these training day meals for this purpose of performing in that session. Once I met my numbers, it was kind of like an adrenaline dump.
Yes.
Because you're mentally building up to that all day. You're thinking, I've got to hit that weight, I've got to hit that. I'm building towards that session.
It's exactly that.
Yeah.
It's that adrenaline crash. You're buzzed up, you're buzzed up, you're buzzed up. You train, you go, I've hit that number, tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
Yes. Then it's over and you suddenly go,
you feel how you actually feel. Yeah. There's really not much, like, I don't think we've ever had to really be reactionary in these situations. Like, I've never got to a point where I thought, fuck, we need to change this. Like, it's always been pretty like, cool, we're on track with this.
It refers back to exactly what I said at the start. I mean, luckily, I'm in a point where my life and my structure is exactly the same day in, day out.
Yeah.
There is no variant for you to play with. Okay, the only one that we have been dabbling with is I still do a night shift most Saturdays.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a play around sleep and recovery over a weekend. Other than that, I haven't had to present to you too many hurdles.
Yeah, agreed.
Because of the consistency and the absolute flat line that my life
agree
owes
with
itself to this process.
Yeah.
And perhaps, again, that's brought that level of result.
Predictability with everything as well. Like, we can predict that, right, we've been dropping this much weight pretty consistently at this time, once a week we've been
You know what the
feeding up.
output's going to look like every single day, every single week.
that's a wrap, guys. So we're going to be filming the full show weekend. We've got Danny in doing a massage one day out from the show, which will be nice. And we'll run through a little bit more in terms of details of like peaking strategy, like how much food we're loading, etc., close to the time. But in terms of like training and bits now, it's a case of just running those exact training sessions till literally 1 or 2 days before the show. And then, yeah, keeping nice and fresh as we've got 2 back-to-back shows. So we don't want to burn out too early by pushing too hard for those first 2 ones. It'll be a nice sequence rest.
Yeah, I know. I think fundamentally we've wrapped up everything.
Yeah,
covered everything. Not much left to
do other than get up there
other
and
than to see the last 2 weeks out and
Wicked.
seal the deal.
So, catch you guys on show day.